So we got the Airstream home, and we had to keep the furnace running for a couple of days to keep the pipes from freezing. Now let's get this thing winterized. Step 1, drain fresh water. Done. Step 2, drain gray water. Done. Step 3, drain black water. Done. Step 4, drain hot water tank. We gotta do that.
Hot water tank's this way. It's in the water heater. So, right down here, we have a little plug that we need to open. Never use a crescent wrench like I am. Remember, I'm a professional. I've owned a trailer for about 36 hours now. I totally know what I'm doing because I've Googled all this once. Woohoo! Got it. Scared you. That'll leave a nice icy residue tonight. It's 24 degrees here. It's gonna get down to 8 tonight. We'll make sure to dry that up. This is a 6-gallon hot water heater, so that's gonna be 6 gallons of water. Just think of a paint bucket plus a gallon of milk. All right, that step's done. We'll leave this draining while we go do the next step. So we really wanted to learn a lot about the ins and outs of how a trailer works. Now we're having to learn it really quick. The low point drains are the lowest point on the system that goes to the shower, the toilet, the sinks. It's the lowest point of those lines of the hot water and the cold water. So we're going to open those up, open our faucets, and drain all the water out of them. The whole point of winterizing our trailer is to make sure water doesn't stay in the pipes and freeze and expand and crack them. Our low point drains are underneath our desk, and Teresa's going to turn the valves for each one of those down there. Reach in there. There's the hot one. Good.
Just that way, right?
Yep. So those should be draining. We're going to hop outside, see if we can see that. We can see red is hot, white is not. And those are draining like they should be. Okay, that's dry. Would you close that for me?
Close what?
That plug? Yeah. Now we're done with the hot water heater. So there are a lot of things we love about Airstreams, and me being the geek who likes to take things apart, I love that the heater heats the tanks too. Other manufacturers do this too, but as long as the heater's running in here and it's above freezing in your trailer, it's going to be above freezing in your pipes, and it's going to keep your pipes from freezing. Another thing I really like, those low point drains are inside the trailer, so you don't have to climb outside, drain them from underneath. They're out of the way where they won't get hit, and they're inside where they won't get frozen. We also really like the water heater bypass built in, which we'll show you in a minute because that's an upcoming step.
Step 6, blow out the water lines.
Alright, to do this, we have a Camco part. It's part number 36104. It's this little $2 or $3 valve that goes on your inlets so we can blow air from the outside in to get all the water out. These are our two water inlets. So the first one is the sewer flush. We're going to screw our little cap or adapter on here. And this is going to blow any water out of these pipes that might still be in there. Okay, I heard that. That sounds good. Just to keep that from getting frozen and expanding. Next one is the city water connection. So you want to keep this below 60 psi. You don't want to hurt your lines. And you do it just like you're filling up a bike tire or a car tire. Alright, that side's done.
Now we're going to close all the faucets and the low point drains. Done.
The next step is to fill our lines with antifreeze. This antifreeze is different from car antifreeze that you put in the radiators. This is not poison. It's actually a propylene glycol blend. It kind of lubricates the system as well. If you're sure all the water's out of your lines, you don't need this. We're not 100% sure, so we're just going to put it in to double check. And yeah, this is cool stuff. It's non-toxic. You could drink it. I wouldn't want to, but if it gets in your drinking water, you're not going to have any problems. Okay, it's under here. Water heater's in there, our 6-gallon water heater. Here, our little shut-off valve is this yellow valve, and it tells us winterized is perpendicular, in use is in flow. This is how any valve works. Gas, water, whatever. When it's in line, it's showing it flows through it. When we turn this, it's a stopper that stops it. So now, when we suck up hot water, instead of it going into the tank and out of the tank, it's going to bypass here, skip the tank, and come straight down here. So we can fill all of these with antifreeze without having to fill that with antifreeze. Because if that was totally full, that'd just be a big waste of antifreeze. So props for Airstream for including that factory with this trailer. The next step is to go under the sink and remove the water filter. I don't see one on this model. I know it came with one, but I think the previous owners might have removed it already, so we don't have to worry about that. Next up, I'm going to remove the P-traps and dump out all the water from those. Dump this out outside. Okay, dumped out the P-trap. I'm going to put this one back in. Now I got to go do the one in the bathroom. That one's been glued. Interesting. Maybe I don't want to do that one. Maybe I'll just fill that with a lot of antifreeze. Kind of a bummer they glued that. Well, it is what it is. The batteries on the Airstream are getting low, so we've turned off the lights. Ideally, you're not doing this A in winter and B at night. But we have no choice. We got to get this done. So, we got to build this little apparatus to stick in the antifreeze to suck up into the water pump. This is what we need. A nylon hose barb from Watts, number PL443. It's a 1/2 inch inner diameter by 1/2 inch MIP. And then you get some 1/2 inch hose. We got 4 feet. We're totally copying another YouTuber we saw who was very helpful. So hopefully this all works. So what we're going to do is take the inlet valve off the pump, hook this up, and turn the pump on. It'll suck antifreeze through instead of water from the fresh tank. So in here is the water pump. And here I'm going to disconnect the inlet. And then connect this. We got the right threads. Alright, sweet. So now what we do, pop it in here. And Teresa's going to turn the water pump on that switch right there. Yay, it's sucking it up. So our little pump is struggling because our batteries are dying. But this is just what we want. Okay, so it's going to build pressure. And then we're going to open the sink until antifreeze comes out, open this sink till antifreeze comes out, open the shower till antifreeze comes out, and open the toilet till antifreeze comes out. And that tells us there's antifreeze in all of those lines. And this antifreeze is kind of interesting. It's called antifreeze, but it actually freezes at 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And so then what's cool about it is it doesn't expand like water. So it may get slushy, you may see ice chunks in there, but don't worry, they're not going to expand and burst your pipes. Water. So yeah, we thought we drained it all. It's turning pink. This is good. Okay, pink means antifreeze. Okay, we got it through that whole line. Next up, we'll do the shower. You're supposed to start with whatever's highest and then move to lowest. Actually, this is going to be the next lowest thing in here. Okay. I'm going to have you hit that pump again. Okay. We'll make sure we got it on the hot and the cold. Okay, that's full of antifreeze. Turning pink. Okay, we got antifreeze in there. That's 1 gallon. Now that one's empty. I need a second one. Okay, this one we're gonna put in the toilet. Get the water out of here. There's the pink antifreeze. And now I need to do the shower outside. And the shower's frozen. But I do see pink antifreeze coming out of here. But I still want to thaw this enough to get it to come out. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Alright, that's it. We're done. We can disconnect our line, put everything back together, and we now have a winterized trailer. Another day we'll pull the batteries out and charge them up and leave them in the garage all winter long so they'll stay nice and warm. But I'm glad to be done. It's freezing. It's still warm in the trailer though. It's better insulated than we thought. So we're going to clean up our mess, get the heck out of here, and keep looking for a job so we can get on the road as soon as possible. And that is how you do not winterize an Airstream. Do it while it's warm before it gets cold. Don't be a dummy like us. Thanks for watching.